Good morning, everybody. I'm going to make some simple muesli. This is an oil-free muesli, which is absolutely beautiful. So nice to have fresh muesli in the morning. Enjoy it with some yogurt and some fruit, or pop it into one of your smoothies, or even have it as a sneaky healthy pudding in the evenings. So first off, you want to preheat your oven to 160 degrees, gas mark between 3 and 4, because we're going to be toasting this muesli off in the oven once it's all been combined. Now you also want to just get yourself a baking tray ready to put the muesli into. If you want to, you can line that baking tray with parchment, but it's not necessary. So as usual with Thermomix recipes, I'm going to be mixing them up a little bit. So that's what I love about Cookidoo. You've got the flexibility to change the ingredients and add the stuff that you've got in your store cupboard, rather than necessarily going out and having to buy everything specifically for individual recipes. So first off, this is calling for 100 grams of mixed nuts. Now I'm just going to take this up to 200 grams because I would like my granola to be extra nutty. So I'm going to add 50 grams of cashew nuts, and I'm going to add about 50 grams of almonds here, and these have got the skin still on them. Next I'm going to add some Brazil nuts. Add another 50 of these. And then finally, I've got a few peanuts. So I'm just gonna add those in to get those used up, and also some shelled pistachio nuts. So that's almost taken us up to 200. And I'm going to add some flaked almonds. That's fabulous. So I've used up all those leftovers in there, which is brilliant. And you can now recycle these bags at Sainsbury's or your local co-op. So give them a rinse, dry them out and recycle them. Okay, because I'm going to be using some apricots, I'm going to put these guys in there now because they're quite big. So I'm just going to go back to my scales, and I'm going to just see what a handful of apricots looks like. Okay, so that's just over 60 grams of apricots. Now I'm also going to add some other various seeds and some other dried fruit, but I'm going to leave that till after I've chopped this mixture up. Alright, so popping the lid back on, I'm just going to use the pre-setting, but I'm going to increase it a little bit because obviously I changed the volume of what's in the Thermomix. So at the moment it's programmed to 3 seconds. I'm just going to change that to 6 seconds. And then I'm going to take it to speed 5 as recommended. Lovely. Okay, that's all been fabulously chopped up. Ready to go. All right, so next up, we're going to add 300 grams of oats. Now the recipe recommends whole rolled oats, but I'm not a massive fan of those. So I'm just using the normal kind of quick cook oats that you can buy pretty much everywhere you go. So 300 grams of those. And I've just come shy of that, so I've got 280 grams in there. But you know what, that actually looks like loads and loads of oats, so I'm going to leave that as it is. So 280 grams of oats. All right, next, some mixed seeds. So I've got some poppy seeds. I'm going to add 10 grams of poppy seeds. And then we've got some sesame seeds. Let's add another 10 grams of those. And I'm going to add some flaked coconut, so I'm going to add 20 of those. So that's just taking that up to 45. So what have we got left? So we're going to put some raisins and some pumpkin seeds. So I'm going to put 20 grams of pumpkin seeds in. And then I'm going to finish off with some raisins. So actually I'm going to bring that up to 170 grams. Okay, so now we want some maple syrup. So the recipe calls for 120 to 160 grams of maple syrup. So I think probably because I've gone quite a bit over on the capacity, I'm gonna take the larger end of the recipe. Just taking that up to 160. All right, just popping the lid on. This is going to combine at the moment for 10 seconds. Again, because I've increased the volume by quite a lot, I'm just going to change that to 20 seconds. And it's going to mix on reverse blade 3.5. Okay, so that's all been beautifully combined. Really looking and smelling absolutely fabulous. So now I'm just going to pop this into my baking tray. And this has really made a fantastic volume of granola. Oh, it smells divine. Okay, so you're going to want to bake this for at least 20 or so minutes until it starts to get a bit of colour, and I would recommend stirring it a couple of times in between, just making sure that the edges don't get burnt. You want a nice bit of golden colour on the whole of the granola, and also when you're finished you're just going to store it in an airtight container and enjoy it. As I said earlier, you could even have it in a bowl with milk of your choice. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to know anything about Thermomix, please do give me a shout. My details are coming below. I would love to hear from you. I'm an independent Thermomix advisor and I can help you with your Thermomix journey. Thanks for watching. Bye.